like within the industry. Like when we talk about specific industries, you have certain influence, you have certain power, and you have certain finances. So depending on the level of these within the industry that we talking about,
Right.
then we're gonna be talking about like the way something is. Because you can't be this and think you're gonna like you can't like the NBA.
Okay.
You can't have the NBA here and this is you. You can't necessarily be you and go into the NBA.
I
You feel me?
respect that too.
And I say that because you can't be you and go into the NBA and continue to be you if it doesn't align with the way the NBA wants a person to be.
I agree with you on that. I agree with you on that. It's almost like this right here. You start a business and you build it up from ground up, and you got 1,000 employees. You gonna let one employee buck on you from the system that you built?
Especially not if it's my business.
Yeah, and so that's why I understand it on the other side too.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't want to be being biased of it,
Right.
but
Because it's their business. It's like you went to go apply for a job and the job is telling you this is what we require. And if you don't do this, then we're going to do this. So you knew what you was going into getting into this.
right, you knew what you signing up for. Pretty much is what you're saying. You knew what he was signing up for, and that's why I said, and I understand him getting his point across, man. I understand that, and we need to have, it's because, when we have the platform, we want to just help our people, man. But sometimes it kind of backfires on us in a sense. You know what I'm saying? Because think about it. Even with him doing that, this, that, and the third, black people ain't running behind to try to go support, Kyrie. Yeah, they'll do a post about you, but they ain't running around here marching nothing about you. You see what I'm saying? That's why that's the thing with black people, bro. Like, they'll let you go out there and hang yourself, but they ain't about to go doing no protesting, no marching, or nothing for you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're not gonna do it. So sometimes you have to think about the things before you do it. Even me, I had to think about things before I do it. Like, man, I can't. It ain't that you a bitch ass nigga or you a sell out or nothing like that. You knew when you signed up for this job had rules. This ain't not your company. It's not even your company. So you have to. And I don't like to say it either because I'm a rebellious person when it came to companies. This is how I found out that it's not good.
Me too. So I understand exactly what Kyrie going through and how he reacting and responding.
Yeah, I respect Kyrie regardless of whatever happened, bro. I respect him wholly as standing up for himself. Period.
Right. I don't think he's right or wrong for none of the stuff that he doing. I think it's just what he doing, and it's like.
But it's business, bro. Like, you have to step out of people. When you sign up in another person's company, man, you can't tell them how to run their business. That's how I feel about anything.
Or go make your own company.
Exactly. But now that comes into, okay, why we don't own our own leagues? What you think is the problem with that?
Because I'm thinking about like 3 or 4 different answers that could take me down like different roads.
Okay, what's the main one you think you can go down?
Regardless of what you make, you're still inside of something. It's not gonna matter in the sense of you making something inside of something. You have to make something. You have to make something. If you understand that, you understand that. You have to make something. You can't make something inside of something because it's still that. Like, for instance, if you was to go make your own league, you're still gonna have to pay taxes. You're still inside of this. It's like a game.
Right.
Like, you can't get outside of this game. And I feel like this is kind of like a whole nother discussion when you start talking about that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me?
I'm gonna keep it real. If it was my opinion, this is what I say. Right. This is why I think you can't do another league, because you got to mimic the rules and everything that comes from that league. So how can you create another one?
Especially with the way that they have their league. And I'm not saying that it's impossible. It would take so much time because of how trained people's minds are. Like, people are so used to the NBA. This is the standard for basketball. When people think about basketball, people think of like the NBA. If my son plays basketball, I want him to go to the NBA.
I ain't never seen an overseas game in my life.
Right. Like, nobody ain't interested in looking at overseas basketball. Not over here.
Right.
So
And